Hola, mi gente. I have a reminder for you. Something keeps telling me to say this, so I'm going to say it. If you're living deep in your sorrows, deep in your addictions, deep in a messed up situation, would you have put yourself there? Maybe not, maybe so. Did you make a big mistake? Maybe so, maybe not. Who knows? Who cares? And I say that who cares because I have a message for you. I want you to step out of that constant overthinking about how did you get there? Why me? Don't stay there. Let's get over it. Self-love, self first, baby. You heard? When you self-love and self first, you live in joy, you live in kindness, you live in peace. You don't live in fear, you don't live in worry, you don't live in sorrow. You don't live in your mind, that ego, the egoic mind that keeps on reminding you what happened and how it happened and who was involved and who was not involved and who's not loving you and who's loving you. Let me ask you a question. Are you loving yourself? Obviously, maybe not, because you're sitting there living in that deep sorrow that you don't need to live in. Let it go. Let it go. Something keeps telling me to give you guys this message, and I'm going to give it to you. I need you to breathe. Give yourself that opportunity. And it's moment to moment. And if you fall back in that sorrow, get out of it. Do not live in sorrow. Okay, fine, you made a mistake. Mistakes are forgiven. Do you forgive yourself? I want you to say, I forgive myself for living how I have been living, making mistakes how I've been making. It's okay. Don't stay there, guys. We got a life to live. And if you're parents, you got children to raise. You don't got time to be sitting there in sorrow. It hurts. I know it hurts. But don't live there. If you stay in that sorrow, you only hurting yourself. You only slowing down your life. Don't live there. That living there keeps you stressed. Living there keeps you in worry. It keeps you in fear. You lose your creativity of how to become abundant. Don't lose your creativity of who you are. Must I remind you, there's only one you. Yeah, there is only one you. And it needs to be lived. Somebody is depending on you. People are depending on you. Your children are depending on you. You are depending on yourself. Even for those single people out there. Single parents too. You understand? I get it. So what? Life didn't work out the way you expected it to work out. This message has been on my mind and I gotta share it. Something keeps telling me to put this message out. I am putting it out. I am being as transparent as possible because I need for you to get out of that sorrow. Get out of that sadness. Live your life happy. It's okay. So what? You fucked up. So what? Somebody fucked your life up. So what? Get over it. And I say that with love. I say that with care. I say that with kindness. I say that with love. Self-love, self first, baby. Nobody's going to do it for you but you. Let me say that again. No one is going to step up to your life the way you can but you. Okay? So then let me remind you, it's time to let it go. Whatever you're going through, let it go. It's okay. So what? It came out the way it did. So what? You've been doing this for almost 15, 20 years, 10 years, messing up. It's okay. It's okay. Let it go And self-love, self first, baby. Make sure you step up to your life every single day, baby. You heard? You are missing out on that freedom of love. That's freedom of smiling, of waking up every single day and just saying, thank you. Thank you. You understand? Don't cut yourself short. I want you to cut the past. Cut it. And stand on that. Live in where you at right now. Don't live in where you were before. Let that go. That's history. I love you. Why? Because I love myself. So I'm bringing this message to you to remind you to self-love, self first every single day. And it's okay. Smile, baby. It's going to be all right. Ciao. Self-love, self first. You heard?